Hi dears, good morning to all. How are you? I hope all of you are fine. Okay, let's start our first video class, grammar. Are you ready? Are you interested to study grammar? Oh, we all know some students are not interested to study grammar part. Okay, let's start our class. Are you ready? Okay, all of you take your grammar textbook. Get ready for our class. Okay, today we are going to discuss first chapter, grammar, first chapter, parts of a predicate. Parts parts of a predicate. Okay, we all know in our sentence divided into two parts. So they subject and predicate, subject plus predicate. Now, here, read this sentence. The baby is sleeping. All of us love music. Second one, all of us love music. And the third one, they are dancers. And the fourth one, he bought the shirt yesterday. Here, the words and colors are predicate. The baby is sleeping. The baby is sleeping. The baby is sleeping. Here, this sentence, you all know, this is sleeping is the predicate. Okay, here the subject plus predicate. And the next one, all of us love music. Then they are dancers. Fourth one, he bought the shirt yesterday. Here, next point, every predicate has at least one verb. Every predicate has least one verb. Okay. This verb changes according to number of subjects, singular with the singular. Singular with the singular subject. According to the number of subjects, all of you remember that according to the number of subjects, singular with the singular subject. Singular with the singular subjects. Exercise number A. The baby is sleeping. And a plural with the plural subject. Here, all of us love music. According to the number of subjects, this word change according to the number of subjects, singular with the singular subject and plural with the plural subjects. Understand? Okay. And then the tense of a verb also change its form according to time of action. The tense of a verb also changes. Tense of the verb also changes according to the time of action or state. Okay. Tense of a verb also changes its forms according to time of action or state. In sentence 4, he bought this shirt yesterday. The verb takes past form. The verb takes past form, denoting things done before the noun. Next point, the predicate may contain an object. The predicate may contain an object. The predicate may contain an object. First point, every predicate has at least every predicate has at least one verb. And the second point, what is the second point? The predicate may contain an object. The predicate may contain an object. An object. Okay. Here, an object is a person or thing. An object is a person or a thing that is affected or influenced by the action of the verb in a sentence. Influenced by the action of the verb in a sentence. It is generally, it may be noun or pronoun. It comes after the verb. Music in sentence 2. All of us love music. The shirt in a sentence 4 are objects. Shirt and the music are objects. A predicate may contain 2 objects. In predicate contain 2 objects. Direct and indirect object. Okay. Here, I'll give one example. The school gave me a certificate. Our teacher sent us some advice on email. Here, a certificate and some advice are direct object. Certificate and some advice is a direct object. And whereas me and us is an indirect object. Me and us are indirect object. It's very useful to distinguish between direct object and indirect object. When we change a sentence from active voice into passive voice, only one of the object is taking the subject position. Only one of taken from the subject position. The other retain the object position. Only one of taken from the subject position. Other one is taken from the object position. Okay, understand? Okay. This sentence on the previous page can be changed into 2 ways. We have active voice into passive voice. A certificate was given to me by the school. Okay. Here, the sentence on the previous page can be changed in 2 ways. A sentence was, we already studied active voice into passive voice. A certificate was given to me by the school. So, active voice changed to passive voice. I was given a certificate by the school. Some advice was sent to us on email by our teacher. Here, we were sent some advice on email. This is the active voice. Here, the predicate may contain a complement. Predicate may contain a complement. A complement is usually a noun or an adjective. A complement is mainly used a noun or an adjective. It comes after a verb such as is, and, are, was, were, has, have, seen, appear, become, look, and so on. The words also. Okay, here it comes, complement is usually a noun or an adjective. It comes after verb such as is, am, are, was, were, has, have, see, appear, become, look. Okay. It expresses the quality or state the identity of subject or the object. Quality of the subject or the object Subject or the object. In sentence 3, the word dancers is complement. It's a complement. The dancer. What's the second, third one? They are dancers. Avaru dance കളിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാരാണ്. Okay, it's a compliment. Dancers is a compliment. The news made her sad. The news made her sad. Okay. Then in the above sentence, sad is a complement of the object her. Sad is the object her. Okay. The news made her sad. In the above sentence, sad is a complement of the object. Here, the sad refers to the quality of a person. Okay. That's why the sad is a complement of the object her. Understand? Okay. And the next, predicate may also contain an adverb. What do you mean by adverb? What do you mean by adverb? Anybody know? I have already studied the parts of speech. What do you mean by adverb? Yes, adverb is a word used to add something to the meaning of a verb. So, add something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Here, adverbs or adverb phrases generally appear at the end of the sentence. Generally appear at the end of the sentence after the verb. എന്താണ് adverbs or adverb phrases, adverb അല്ലെങ്കിൽ adverb phrases generally appear at the end of a sentence after the verb. A verb, object or complement. In sentence 4, the word yesterday is an adverb. Here, look at the table below for some more examples of object, complements and adverbial components of predicate. Here, subject and predicate, verb, complement, object and adverb. So, subdivisions. Okay. Mrs. Banerjee cooks well. Here, Miss Banerjee cook is a verb here and there is no complement, there is no object, only adverb here. Well is adverb. Okay. Then the principal welcomed the guest politely. Here the subject, the principal. Here the subject is principal. Here the principal politely. Here, first we want to find out the subject. Here, the principal is a subject. Okay. And then next we want to find out the verb. What's the verb here? Yes, welcome is the verb. And the next we want to find out complement. Here there is a complement here. There is no complement. Then next we want to find out the object. Object is the guest. So object. And then next find out the adverb. Politely is the adverb. Okay. Understand? And the one more example. We were absent yesterday. We is the subject here. Verb. Where is the verb? Complement. Absent. It's a complement. And then adverb. Yesterday is the adverb here. I think all of you understand. Okay. Then next we have first to exercise 1. Exercise number 1. First one. Look at your textbook. Circle the predicate in the sentence. Here some sentences are given below. All of you find out the predicate. Subject plus predicate. It's very simple. You have to find out the predicate. Okay. First sentence. The shop opens every day. What's the subject here? The subject here, the shop is a subject. Then here we told to find out the predicate. Circle the predicate. Here the predicate is opens yesterday. Understand? And the second one. This house is very expensive. This house is very expensive. What is the subject here? What's the subject here? This house. Then is very expensive is the predicate here. I'll give one more example. I wrote the answers. I wrote the answers. What is the subject here? I is the subject here. Wrote the answers is the predicate. Okay, understand? Okay, all of you find out the answers 4 to 10. Find out the predicate from this sentence. Okay, and then also exercise number 2. Pick out the verbs, objects, complement and adverb from the sentence and put them into correct columns. First one, the children are watching TV now. Here, verb, are watching. Find out the verb. Are watching is the verb here. Object, TV is the object here. Then there is no complement and find out the adverb. Now is the adverb here. Understand? And the second one, the bell is expensive. Here, verb is. We already studied complement with verb such as is, am, are, was, were, have, appear, become and look, so on. Here the verb is. There is no object here. The complement is expensive. Understand? Here there is no adverb here. And then third one, she bought flowers last night. Okay, and the third one, she bought flowers at last night. Here, what's the verb here? Yes, what is the verb here? I was the object here. Flowers is the object. And then there is no complement. Last night is the adverb. Okay, I think all of you understand. Okay, 4 to 10. Okay, and the fourth one, I bought a storybook yesterday. Here, what is the verb? Object. Storybook is the object. Yesterday is the adverb. Okay, 5 to 10. All of you find out the answers. It's a homework for you. Okay. Then I think all of you understand what's the parts of predicates. Yeah. First part we can study where every predicate has at least one verb. And second, predicate may contain an object. Then predicate may contain complement. Okay, complement first, complement, object, then verb. And then predicate may contain also an adverb also. Okay, and then find out the separate, we find out the verb, object, complement, verbs from the sentence. And then first exercise we have already discussed how to find out the predicate. Just to circle the predicate from this the sentence. Okay, I think all of you understand the parts of predicate. Let's wind up our today's class. Okay, thank you.